I'm going to bore you a little bit with my story a little bit. I'll tell you about us, right? I'm 35 years of age. I'm 35. And I got really bullied bad as a kid. When I grew up, my dad was always a really hard man. I used to get bullied at like 11, 12-year-old. And I used to sneak home, and there was this man called Lenny McLean. I don't know whether you've heard of him. He was the hardest man in Britain at the time. And I used to watch the old VHS tapes when I used to get bullied, thinking, how can I get these bullies back? And I used to idolise Lenny McLean. And I used to say to my dad when I was a kid, I want to be the governor. I want to be like Lenny McLean, Dad. Nobody ever took me serious. And the bully went on for about 3 years. And in the end, I just flipped. And I got the bullies back when I was 15-year-old. But it was kind of the worst thing I could have done, because then I became a fucking lunatic, and I knew I could fight, but I used it to my advantage. But I didn't target people. I just used to target doormen, because at the time the doormen where I lived were bullies. So I was kind of bullying them, to be honest with you. But as I got harder and tougher, I used to think back, because I had a reputation about 19-year-old, I think, how could I let people bully me? And it made us feel worthless. So I went on coke to block out the shame. And a couple of other things happened to us when I was younger as well. I'll tell you when I see you and that, but it all played on my mind. I felt weak and horrible, but not realising the drugs got me hooked. And then I went into a world of debt collecting and violence. I've been a mug, really. I've been a mug. People using me to do their dirty work. That's exactly what it was. Just an absolute fucking fool. And as the time went on, you know, through the drugs, I took loads of drugs and depressed. I was getting depressed, and what happened was in 2013 I nearly died of a cocaine overdose. And I had nothing. I didn't have a pot to piss in. And I was watching, and I wanted to get out of that world, but I didn't know what to do. So I started watching these gypsy fights on YouTube. Because I was a hard lad, but I was only known in my hometown at the time. Like now I'm known all over the country, but at the time it was just where I'm from. And I thought, I want to give bare knuckle fighting a go. And I never done the bare knuckle fightings in the rings, really. Mine was like in barns, warehouses, went to America twice, in like neighbourhoods and stuff. And I ended up winning the fight in London that I was arranging overnight. The fight had 70 million views worldwide. And everybody started asking, who's this DECCA HEGGIE character? And my name started getting about. And then what happened was a gypsy family approached me and says, listen, DECCA, you've got a bit of a talent here. Do you want to come and live with us for 6 months and we'll train you? And I lived on a gypsy camp for 6 months. And they learned me how to bare knuckle fight, but they never only learned me how to bare knuckle. They learned me respect and morals and how to treat people, got me off drugs, got me clean. Best experience I ever had in my life. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, because when I come back off the camp, I became UK bare knuckle champion. And through bare knuckle champion, I got a shot at the Guvnor title. Now, I idolised Lenny as a kid, and to get a shot at Lenny's title was a dream, and I won, and I became the Guvnor in 2016, and I still hold that title today. But that wasn't just the dream. The dream was my first ever movie role. I starred in my idol's life story. My name is Lenny. I got my first movie role in Lenny McLean's film. My autobiography was published from the same company, John Blake's, as Lenny McLean's was. And thirdly, I won the Guvnor title. So all them things happened to me from the man that I looked up to, and now I sit with that man's title today. And obviously people now look up to me, and you know, but yeah, and that's how I ended up getting to movies. I got noticed through just obviously what I look like. It got us into films, and I'd never ever been to drama school or acting lessons or anything like that. And you know, I did the first movie, and I thought, you know what, I fucking love this. So I ended up going to elocution lessons and doing acting school. And now I just recently finished doing The Corrupted with Noel Clarke and Sam Claflin, who's out of Pirates of the Caribbean, and Naomi Ackie, who's just got the lead role in Star Wars. I just work with them, and that comes out in January, and I got a big part in that movie, so it's great. And then obviously just recently I've just got an American agent, and yeah, so I've kind of got away now from the bare knuckle violence and now went into movies, you know what I mean? And that's what I want to do, because at the end of the day, what happened was I used to hate the man that I was, and I didn't like me, and I was very insecure. But when I went into character as somebody else, I just became a different person. Like, I was happy, I was comfortable, because I wasn't being me, if you get me. And that's why I probably think I've turned into like a decent actor, because I'm not being me. So, but yeah, but like I said, I always stay humble, I always stay down to earth, never forget your roots and stuff, and I'll never change. You know, I'm just missing that. I'm my soulmate in my life, really, someone that I can. Sorry for that long message, I just thought I'd tell you a little bit. But anyways, I don't like talking about myself, I want to talk about you. So when we talk tonight, we'll have a video call, baby.